Welcome to Lingua Latina Tutorials with Mr. K. This is Chapter 36, Lesson 2, Exercises. Here we have some examples of ways of using adjective-noun combinations. So we have Media Italia. Media is the adjective from Medius Aum, Italia, the noun of Italy. So Media Italia literally means Middle Italy. Maybe think of Tolkien's explanation of or description of Middle Earth, Middle Italy, but we wouldn't say it that way. We would say it more like Medium Italiae, the middle of Italy, or the Media Pars Italiae, the middle part of Italy. But so when you see Media Italia, that's how you should translate it, the middle of Italy. Same thing here, prima or postrema aestas, so the first summer or the last summer is actually initium or finis aestatis, the first part or the last part of summer. Prima pars or postrema pars aestatis. So sumus and infimus mons, the high mountain, or the highest mountain, or the lowest mountain, is actually the highest pars, the summa pars or infima pars, the highest or lowest part of the mountain. So let's practice that here. We have in blank blank Romano, in medio fori Romani, olem lacus erat. So we want to say in the middle of the Roman Forum, there once was a lake. But the way that we're going to say that is not in the middle of the forum. We're going to say in medio foro, in the middle Roman Forum, but translating as in the middle of the Roman Forum. Okay, go ahead and try the rest of that exercise. Let's go on to 7. Here we have our vocab exercise. Make sure that you are reading carefully each section aloud so that you're hearing all the words in the various contexts, and then translating every single word, and then coming back and reading it again out loud in Latin with understanding. That'll help you a lot on these vocab sections. Also listening to the margin notes will help you with that. So here we have ex rostris blank verba faciunt ad populum. So from the rostra, blank are making words to the people, or making speeches. We learned that that was the same as making speeches. So what are these called? The people who are making speeches, they are oratores. One thing I want to point out that I didn't have a time to do in the passage is rostra is one of those plural nouns that has a singular translation. So when you see ex rostris, it looks like from the beaks, but translated as from the rostra. And also when you have a verb with rostra, it's going to be in the plural, but it's going to be translated as a singular. So if you want to say like the rostra is, you would say rostra sunt rather than rostra est, because rostra is plural. Okay, and you could try the rest of these exercises for vocab. Let's go on to exercise number 8. Okay, here we have practice with the gods, the Roman gods and goddesses, the nomina deorum et dearum, the names of the gods and of the goddesses. A couple of things to point out in the margin notes here. The dative and ablative plural of a couple of divine names are is what you'd expect, and the dative ablative plural. But in the feminine form, like filia, daughter, if you wanted to say with the daughters, you'd say filiabus. Okay, and also dea in the plural, if you want to say with the goddesses, you'd say deabus. Down here we have all the names, and so you can see the ones that may give you trouble, which are the third declension now names, like Apollo, Apollinis with an inus ending, and then the Greek name Apollon next to it, and Keres, Keveris in the genitive, and that is Demeter in the Greek. So pay attention to the names as you try this exercise. So we have the Porticus sub Capitolio cita sex blank at 6 blank sacrata est. The portico situated under the Capitoline Hill was dedicated to 6 gods, deis, and 6 deabus, that new form from dea.